everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to film this video about an hour and a half ago when the sun was still out, but I went on my phone and I doom scrolled, so now it's gone. So I hope the lighting is okay. But I still wanted to film this video today because I'm super excited for it. I think I've done like 2 of these videos on my channel and they were back in like 2023. So it's been a while since I've done something like this, but I just wanted to do a big book collection, library collection clean out and like reorganization. I have a lot of books that I just have never read. They were once on my TBR. I feel like I outgrew them. I feel like I'm no longer interested in them. New books keep on getting released, and so they keep on being pushed to the back burner, and I just have to be realistic with myself. Like, I have way too many books. More than I want to have. And sometimes I'm like, oh, you can really never have too many books because they're entertainment. Like, if the Wi-Fi went down, I have my collection of entertainment. But I'm also in this like space where I'm like, I think I just really want to keep things that I enjoy. And if like a book that I DNF I didn't even like, why is it still there? I'm just gonna go through every single book that I have and see if I want to keep it or donate it and then reorganize it. I want to organize it where it's like reachable for me to see like what is in my TBR and like what books are in what series. Because right now I have things like split apart and it's just not fun. So I'm gonna do that as well. Let's get into it. I think I want to show you guys like kind of an overview of my bookshelf situation. It is very chaotic. It is very messy. So bear with me. This is what we have going on. It's just kind of like in between my door and my closet. Over here, we kind of have like newer books in my collection, books that I get sent, books that I've bought, as well as my 2024 read pile because I just filmed that and I just kind of stuck it in there. Same with here, a little bit of 2024 books and then some romances that I just got that are new to me. And then in the back, we have like mass paperback books. I used to read a lot of mass paperbacks when I was in high school. I thought they were so cute. I thought they were so cool. They're so convenient. Now they're not really like my vibe. Like, I prefer a traditional sized paperback. So it is what it is. For my little like trinkets, my little cutesy stuff, we have some like blind box stuff. Of course, guys, I got a La Boo Boo, some Sunny Angels, some Calico Critters, and some more Pop Mart blind boxes. Calico Critters are my favorite thing in the whole entire world. And then up here, we kind of have like a mess of things. I have some more books in that corner, like wine bottles, like Lego sets, gifts, shot glasses, candle, more like plushies and a ukulele, and then this photo frame of me and my friend. So it's a lot up there. I don't think I'm gonna necessarily clean this yet. I might just pull those books down to organize. This is what we're tackling with. I just kind of want to take it section by section. I do have a bunch of new books that I wanted to film a haul for you guys. I don't know. Would you guys still want to see a haul? There's a lot of books in here. Let me organize that. I'm gonna put my books to the side, that books I want to film a haul with, and obviously if I'm gonna film a haul with them, they're gonna go in my collection. A donate pile and then a pile that is gonna go back into the bookshelf because I'm basically just gonna empty all of this. This is a funny story. This is actually not that funny. There are 2 books. It's this one. I could wrap this up, make a blind date with a book, because that's what people have been doing at my little free libraries. And it's the cutest thing in the world. I picked up one before, and so what if I do that? I think that's gonna be so cute. Okay, we'll save that to the side. This was one of my DNF for 2024. I got this book for my birthday. It's a manga. I don't typically read manga. It's from my baby cousin. He's 10 years old. I think he personally really wants to read it because he has come into my room a few times and he's like, have you read that yet? And I'm like, oh, not yet. I think I'm gonna save it for like next week or something. And then he would always be like, I wish I got 2 copies so I could have one. Like, he's always saying things like that. I haven't got to this one yet, so I need to just find some time for it, and it'll go by pretty quick. I heard this is really good. I have not got a chance to pick it up, but I heard it's really good. Classic. I've never ever read that in middle school, but obviously it was a very popular book. I just had never picked it up. This one, I don't think I'm gonna put in my bookshelf. This is called A Cope of Thorns and Roses, and Rosé, a romantasy cocktails to quench your thirst. And this is a recipe book that is inspired by different romance fantasy books. So we have Thorn of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and it's like how to make a She's Got a Concealed Weapon drink. We also have Shatter Me. This is called Smash Me. Interesting. I personally have not made any of these yet. Probably would put it in the kitchen. Be realistic. Like, what is it that I'm gonna read? What is it that I just think the cover's pretty and I'm not gonna read it. I just need to be so real. This is another one of those books that I have two of. I have the independent cover and then I have the published version, published by Berkeley. This is just before it was picked up by a publisher. There's no reason for me to have two. Although I will say the published version does have an extra bonus scene that is super cool and cute, and I have read it before and I think it's like great to have in my collection. But I am a big fan of independent cover. I don't know what it is. They always come in this like matte soft cover feeling. It's my favorite type of like paperback. Like it's this matte, it's not glossy, and it just looks so clean on the spine. So I kind of want to keep this. I don't think it's necessary for 2 copies, but this does have a little bonus scene. I think I'm gonna think about it. I might end up keeping 2. Anyways, we are getting towards like the 2024 like red pile, so I can actually go through all the books that I DNF. This one was one of them. I really wished I liked it. I just unfortunately did not. One of my favorite books. I think this is so good. We're making some progress. It's not crazy though. I haven't read through this book like fully, but it's a bunch of art and like really motivating words and messages. But I got this book from, I don't know why I said that so weird, from work when I was in college, because I used to work like a student job on campus, and my bosses, managers, everyone who worked there wrote like little notes in between these books. I don't want to show it because the note is for me and it's personal, but they just like wrote it throughout the book and I think it's so cute. This is like the book pages, so I have like a motivating passage and then some artwork. And I think that's so sweet. I could not part with this. Then we have this series. This was like one of the first series I picked up and like fully finished, because I think one of the first books I ever read when I got into reading. I think the book is called like The Temptation of Leela and Ethan. It was a really typical cliche book. I almost feel like it belonged on Wattpad, because like that's the vibe it gave, like bad boy, good girl, but like deep inside she actually has a lot of problems. He's in a band, he's a rock star, like enemies to lover, forced proximity, they like have to live together. It's a very, very cliche book, but it was good and it got me into reading. But this is one of the first series that I ever picked up, and I got the first 3 books for like 50 cents each at the library. A bad boys novel. You know what kind of vibe 2017 and 18 was bringing. I like was so embarrassed to bring these to school, but I still did it. Like I never showed anyone the cover. I would just like go straight like this. And also like if you had a book on the school bus, people kind of left you alone because they would just go on their phones. I don't know, you can tell by the cover. It's bad boy, good girl. This was one of the first series I read and I finished it. I never picked it back up again, but I feel extremely nostalgic about it. And for years, like every time I do this like unhaul situation, I always keep in the back of my head, I'm like, you're not gonna read that again. You can let it go, but I genuinely cannot. It's a problem. Let's move on to this side of the bookshelf before we actually dive in. I have quite a mess going on. We have series, hardcovers, TBRs, book that I'm gonna do a haul. Ew, don't look at all of that. And then some like miscellaneous donate. Also, one of my rules is that I'm not buying the whole series of a book. I have to buy it one by one. I think it's like the best thing for me and my consumption. This is a book series that I've had on hand for quite a while now. I have not read a single book. I did try to read this book and I got like halfway through and I realized like, oh, that's not necessarily like my vibe. I didn't really quite enjoy it. I don't know if the writing style is for me. And it's kind of like, well, I have the whole thing, you know? Like I just want to make better financial choices. I am gonna leave the mass paperbacks alone just because I'm like, what else would I do with it? I'll get rid of this one. This is The Great Gatsby. I've read it in high school. Now let's get on to the big monster. I think what we're gonna do is kind of clear out all of my little trinkets, put it to the side, and then just grab all these books and put them on the floor. We've definitely moved angle like 30 times in this video, but I'm so excited. I got this for my bookshelf. It is a Booknook kind of situation. It is called DIY Miniature House and it is bookshop theme, which is so cool. Like, look at that. There's gonna be little books there, like a little magazine stand, a lamp, a coffee cup. It's the cutest thing in the world and I have to build it. It's not even open yet too, so let's unbox it. Oh, it's like a little Lego kit. Stop, it comes with tweezers. Wait, there's a little cat. Cute. I don't know if you guys can see her. Where's all the books though? Oh, stop, you're lying to me. Ah, bruh. I thought those were miniature books. They're actually just like, you just put tape on them and then put them in. Bro, what? My bad. Well, now I know. So basically everything is fake. Thinking it could go on like the first part or the first shelf, maybe in the middle and have books on the side, or just like in that corner. So we'll see. Let's just, ooh, why is it blurry? But definitely gonna save space for it. And then for now, let's just clear all of this out. I think I'm gonna put series up here or like beginning here, and it'll probably drag on to the second shelf. But since this is semi-organized as series, I mean, there's like one random book and series aren't really in the same place, but I feel like it's a good start. So maybe I shouldn't put this completely on the ground yet. I do have, these aren't like series, but they're the same author. So I feel like I want to go actual connected series, same authors, and then standalone, like truly standalone. Give me a minute, guys. Let me reconfigure this. Also, did you hear Twisted Love is becoming a Netflix show and Anahan got like a 7-figure deal? If we're talking the lowest 7-figure, $1 million. But since it's like 4 books, I'm assuming it's not $1 million, it's more. Good for her. I love that. That series has been... Honestly, this camera was way too excited. I'm like so happy for her. I can't wait to see how the show ends out. The casting, like who's gonna play who? Like is every season gonna be a different book, or is it just going to be Twisted Love and like season 2 will just be like a continuation of Alex and Ava? Like what is gonna happen? I don't know, but I'm excited. I think I have a vision for it, but let me walk you through the floor. This is gonna be my haul books, like books that I recently got that I was going to do a haul, never filmed it, and it's still here. Here's a sneak peek of all the goodies. This book needs to go in the kitchen. This pile I'm gonna try to sell on Pango. This is the donate pile. And then this is like the real chaotic mess. At least this is like the hard covers, and then the rest are just like paperbacks that I want in my collection. More series, and like this is when we start leading into like authors. I still have more series, but I don't want like this whole thing to be like all series, so I really just want to merge them. Paperbacks on this row, it's gonna be a mix of books that I've read that I've loved and TBRs, and then hardcover books. And then down here is just more paperback that I have read before, or like on TBR but not like high priority, like it's not this month's TBR. On this side I'm gonna put books that I have read before that I enjoy and I want my collection, but they're not like standout. Let's do the hardcover first because that's exactly what you see. I realized I started putting like the pinks together, so I'm gonna try to break that up, add in some like varied colors, but I do have a lot of pink books. And as we go through this chaotic mess of a pile, I'm gonna continue like putting things in the donate pile that I've missed before. I wanted to film a little bookshelf update in broad daylight, or like when it's not dark, just so you guys can get a better look. We still have this like organized mess pile. This pile, I just need to donate or Pango books them or put them somewhere else. Like this one belongs in the kitchen. This is all the books I want to do a haul with that I never got a chance to. It's old. I mean, I have some books from like my Black Friday sale, so I really need to go through this bad boy. These are just books that I need to spend some more time with to see like if I really want to keep them, if I don't. Some I haven't read, some I have read, but they are not making it into like my favorites pile. And then over here, we just have some more books. Excuse like the mess over here. And then mass paperbacks in the back. Room for my little Booknook situation. Series, more series, and then some TBRs and more series, hardbacks, plus some like miscellaneous books that I try to squeeze in, and then more paperbacks. I really like the way it turned out, so I'm happy with it. I can't wait to see like after I put in my little like trinkets where they actually go. I'm excited to see like the full final product. I'm sure you guys will see it in a video coming soon, or maybe I'll do an updated bookshelf tour or something like that. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and watching me kind of like go through every single book that I have, unhauling them and reorganizing them. This one was really fun to do, and it was necessary. Like I needed to clean out this bookshelf. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!